Many know about slavery, but few discuss paper genocide. We did not all come from Africa, and most of us have Aboriginal roots that were stripped away due to reclassification and miseducation. As a Native Black American and a member of the Muscogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. If you want to learn how to trace your genealogy and apply for tribal citizenship, send an email to mike@keymediapro.com to schedule a consultation. Oh, so we just like lived with you and were part of your community and spoke your language and traveled with you through the Trail of Tears, but we not Indian.
I believe it was in when they started making the Dawes Roll after the 1906 and after Oklahoma became statehood. You know, there was a long period between that time until 79. And so these, their grandfathers or grandmothers may have known the culture, Muscogee culture and language and ways of then, but the descendants today don't. And that's a long period of time between 1906.
And don't get it twisted, guys. A lot of these tribes were part of multiple tribes and multiple clans, and then they get delineated and differentiated. Whenever you talk about the Creek Nation that went through the Trail of Tears to Oklahoma, they are the sellouts. They the punk bitches who got down to lay down and took their ass on the Trail of Tears willingly. The Creek Nation members that wanted to stay and fight, they were the Yamasee, they were the Seminoles. When you talk about the Seminoles over a fighting in Florida and John Horse in Mexico and stuff, these were a part of my same tribe, but the rioters who wanted to stay and fight the white man, they stayed. The runaways, they stayed. They called them the Spanish word Seminole. So most people don't even realize that the Seminoles and Yamasee were a part of the Creek tribe at one point in time before we split off.
To 79, and then you don't hear from that until 79. And I believe in the 90s they tried, early 2000s, some of them tried again. And it was my understanding that Muscogee Creek Freeman Band applied for federal recognition. And I don't know what the outcome was but I can assume that it was, they were denied. I haven't heard anything since then. If they were approved, we would more than likely heard something today. And now they're trying again to become recognized as citizens of Creek Nation, not only citizens, but full citizens. You know, like I said, my deal on that as a citizen of Creek Nation, I hope that the tribe, the chief, gets his team together and fights the case, and overall we win the case. I know the race issue has been coming up on the Freedman side, stating the tribe is prejudiced and racist towards them. You know, they're citizens that we have today that actually traced through the Freedman rolls to get to the Creek by Blood Dawes Roll. Back then, I mean, it still is true today, but when the Dawes Roll was created, matrilineally, if the father was by blood and the mother was African descent, you know, those children would have been listed on the Freedman rolls along with her. We have citizens today that trace through the Freedman rolls and prove that their dad was on the Creek by Blood Dawes Roll.
They don't want you to remember this. You not no slave, you indigenous. Fuck how they painted them Indians. You went to war with the French and the British, man. Quite frankly, you was kings, Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners. Raised up the children to worship their images. Set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them. And this shit get way deeper than your pigment. What